This podcast is going to be an introduction to Geometer's Sketchpad. So first, let's go over some of the basic tools. We have point, circle, line, or if you hold this down, it gives you your other line options. So we could do a line segment. And then your polygon tool. So it will keep adding sides until you double click. And if you want to clear it all at once, you can just drag and select and then Control X. So one of the first constructions you usually learn to do in Geometer's Sketchpad is an equilateral triangle based off of two circles. So we'll construct our first circle, and from the side of this one we'll construct another circle until the midpoint of that first circle. Then we'll create line segments from the intersection to the midpoint, midpoint to the intersection, and then connect the two midpoints, and this gives us an equilateral triangle. Now one of the tools we can use to double check this is if we select each of our sides, go to measure, lengths, it gives us each of our side lengths. Now if we want to measure, say, the area of this equilateral triangle, it won't let us select it right now as a shape, but we can use our polygon tool and select triangle A, B, C, and go to measure, area. So now we can clear all of this again. And another basic shape we can make in Geometer Sketchpad is the rectangle. So we can start with a line segment. And if you hold Shift down while you're creating the line segment, it'll make sure it is straight for you. Now these are the points that control our line, so we don't want to use these when constructing our rectangle. So we'll just make an arbitrary point on the line. And if you want to hide these control points, you just select them both, go to Display, and Hide Points. So from this point and this line segment, we'll construct a perpendicular line because we need 90-degree angles in order to make our rectangle. So if we use this marker tool, we can measure this angle and we see that it's a right angle. Now to make our top side, we can choose another arbitrary point, select the point and the line, construct perpendicular, and then again point on our line, construct perpendicular, and then if you just click on the intersection of these two lines right here, it'll form the point for you. Or you could come over and get your point tool and create a point at that intersection. So there is our rectangle, and we can use our polygon tool There we go. Oh, didn't double click. There we go. And then we could also go in and select these perpendicular lines that we created. You go to display and hide lines and hide any unwanted constructions. So there is our rectangle. And we can also use the marker tool for these other angles. And we see that they are all also 90 degrees.